not a wave.
Okay, good morning. We are back. We think we have some of our audio problems.
Sponsored by the Paperclip.
Yeah, we are paperclipped together
and
here.
During the break, we had reruns of MacGyver.
Yes, we did.
Joe Palo came out and tried to fix it with a paper.
Paperclipped the microphone. So that's what I say, folks. This is live TV.
We'd like to thank M&M for the chewing gum holding your microphone.
I'm telling you, we're so glad y'all are back with us. And I'm so glad to have Ann McCoy with us today. Now, Ann is a lawyer in town with McCoy and Bunch, but she's not here today as a lawyer, thank goodness.
Well, actually, we aren't McCoy and Bunch anymore because Dwayne went to be
He's
an
a judge.
administrative law judge.
That's right.
So the firm is now George N. McCoy, and I'm of counsel to that firm.
Of counsel to George N. McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
That is so, I always learn something new every day,
right.
Well,
and I love it. That's
Dwayne
great.
is your honor.
Yeah.
How about
Yes.
that? It's wonderful.
But
She's
Ann
on.
is here to talk to us about the 175th anniversary
That's right.
of Methodism in Bradley County and specifically Broad Street United Methodist Church. So take it, Ann, and tell us about it.
And I'm also here to talk about the camp meeting that's going to be held this Sunday at 4 o'clock, beginning at 4 o'clock at Johnston Woods. But you're right, Methodism started here in Bradley County before the county actually became a county. You know, of course, that Bradley County is a recent newcomer to the counties in the state of Tennessee.
Right.
This was known as Indian Territory until 1836, at which time the county was formed. So this year marks the 175th anniversary of Bradley County, but it also marks that anniversary for Methodism. And Broad Street traces its beginnings back to the time when the county was formed at a Methodist campground, McCaslin Springs, which is off Tasso Road. Excuse me, you know I have vocal cord issues.
Right.
I'm sorry. McCaslin Springs is now on Mr. Julian's property, but there was a Methodist campground there, and that's where the county was formed. I guess some people think that the county was formed at the courthouse square, but that's not the case. You know, the county was formed where there were springs and where people could
Source of water.
could meet and have a source of water, and there was a the county formed, and even the chart of the county mentions that the county was begun at a Methodist campground at McCaslin Springs. But we are marking this year as a special year for the church in Bradley County and in Tennessee. And one of the things we're doing in conjunction with the Johnston Woods Committee at church is celebrating with having a camp meeting, which was a form of worship that was used throughout the region, especially by Methodists. It started with Scots Presbyterians in Scotland. They had outdoor communion services, and it came to America, and the Baptists and Presbyterians used it, but I think it got a little out of hand with them, according to the sources I've read, and the Methodists kind of got under control, and Methodists had a good system of circuit riders.
Right, I know
and
we
those
did.
preachers would ride, they were appointed to a district, and they would ride from place to place wherever there were people. And this is a copy of Broad Street's history book, which points out that there were quite a few Methodist Cherokees here before the removal, and John Ross was reportedly a Methodist. But the presence here, they had missionaries in the area, and then of course the circuit riders came, and circuit riders would often preach at the camp meetings, and we may even have a circuit rider come this Sunday.
I understand that. I have given
on horseback.
I have given Pastor Reed a hard time about this because Pastor Reed and I were born. I mean, we lived next door to each other in Athens for years, and we didn't have any horses in downtown Athens. And I don't know where Preacher Reed has ever ridden a horse or not. So
I love it.
if you put him on one to come in, it'll be interesting.
I think that's Jim Burns' character. Remember when the museum opened?
Yes,
Right,
the
yeah.
circuit riders.
He was the circuit
wife.
rider.
Yes,
That's-
and that his
And
wife
that's
wrote
his
that
play.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
But circuit riders played an important role in the development of the community, and camp meetings played an important role in the civilization of the frontier, because this was a place where people lived in sparsely settled areas, and there was a lack of fellowship and religion. I mean, unless it was just personal, but as far as corporate worship, I suppose there was very little of that until the camp meetings would come, and people would come and pitch their tents and stay for a week or so. And they had, I've got a diagram I'll leave with you if you're interested or your readers want to see. The Methodists had a very organized, camp. They had the women over here and the men over here, and then they had it says on the chart, the Negro tents. So it was an integrated camp meeting, but it was segregated according to race and gender.
We actually camped.
Yes.
We actually pitched
That's where the word camp
and
meeting.
camped. Okay.
And sometimes these are called tabernacles or brush arbors because they would make temporary settlements, structures to keep the elements away. But they would find a clearing, a field near the woods, and the map I have has in the back and in the front this thickly wooded area is how it's labeled. And then there's a line where there are fires behind the people. I guess it was not weather like this when they had the camp meetings. They needed to keep warm. But then there's another area where it says on the diagram, cooking fires. So they cooked out, and we're going to have food. Everyone's supposed to bring enough for themselves, their families, and the circuit rider, who is historically a hungry man, because all he could carry was what he had in his saddlebags.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But there was a structure, and sometimes just the back of a wagon was used, but a temporary structure was made to elevate the speaker, and usually the best preachers in the land were the ones who came and captivated, and people were hungry to hear the word.
Right.
And the music was great, and people came and they were refreshed in spirit and body, and just they went back to their homes, refreshed and reinvigorated. And the historians say that this camp meeting type of worship and gathering helped civilize the frontier. It also sparked quite a few reform movements, the anti-slavery movement and the prohibition movement. Some people got all fired up and did something. I mean, they didn't just go back home and forget what had happened. They carried it forward.
Now, this is extremely interesting to me because I've actually led the singing at Methodist camp meetings before, but they were just day-long events. So I didn't realize we camped out, so that's why we had to be near a spring.
For a week.
So that people could get water and et cetera.
Right.
So I had no idea.
And it was a big thing, and it was a very big influence on the United States. You remember in your history studying the Great Awakening?
Yes.
Certainly.
And I think it was important to our area, especially because that's where our county was founded.
And our area, celebrating 50 years past your beginning of 175 years, the movement of the Church of God came out of those Methodist camp meetings.
Yeah, I have several people I've talked to who are members of the Church of God who have said that, the two,
Absolutely.
that was a
Absolutely. When I'm on an
important
airplane,
influence.
When I'm on an airplane and we're sitting just like we're sitting here, and people say, "Where do you go to church?" or "What do you do?" and I say, "I work for the Church of God," and they say, "Well, I'm a Methodist." I say, "We're cousins."
Yeah.
Because our movement was birthed in your movement.
And the Methodists are cousins of the Episcopalian Church
Right.
because John Wesley was actually an Anglican priest and died an Anglican priest, and he was the founder of Methodism.
How about that?
Now, tell us what's going to happen Sunday night, because the public is invited to attend
yes,
this if they'd like to.
We would love to have anyone who is
Johnston would.
interested to please come and share supper with us and share the experience of the camp meeting. I'd like to give a plug for the music. As you said, the choir's going to be there, and Nancy's in our choir. I can't sing anymore, so I can't be in it.
We miss you.
I miss it. But Dr. Jerry Hollis, has had lots and lots of experience leading camp meetings throughout the Southeast, and he's going to be in charge of the music, I understand. And we will meet at the Johnston Woods Pavilion, and I believe the best way to do would be to go out South Lee Highway and take a right. There'll be signs marking the way. And you go like you're going to Bachman Home, but before you get to Bachman Home, you take a right, and there'll be signs leading you to the pavilion. and we'll spread the brought food, and we're the history committee is taking mason jars filled with wildflowers to decorate the tables.
Neat.
I doubt that they did that at the camp meetings back then. They were probably getting, too busy cooking the food over the fires.
They probably were using those mason jars for food.
Out in the spring, they were getting water.
That's exactly right.
But then we'll have the worship service and the singing, and it's all supposed to be over by 6:30, I believe.
That's what I understand.
So it's going to be, I think it'd be an interesting experience to bring your children so they can see how things used to be back in the good old days. Yeah, and I think our roots are very important.
Well, now Broad Street has 4 services, so our choir that night, our singers that night will be components of all 4 choirs, not just one of our big choirs, but 4 choirs. Kind of raise your hand if you want to sing "I'll Fly Away," and I raise my hand.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, that's not all we're doing, but that will be really fun. And the funny part about it is we have this keyboard at the church that sometimes when you move it, it doesn't work, so they're kind of worried about moving it out to Johnson Woods. I have a portable pump organ.
Wow.
That was used by the chaplains in World War I. And the only problem is when you have to pump it with your knees and play at the same time. It's about the size of this table. It's solid oak. And I said, whoever carried that across the battlefields during World War I was one stout priest.
Are you bringing that?
No, I started to, and Joyce Higgins looked at me and said, I don't think so. So she didn't want to pump. If she gets somebody to pump the organ, she'd play it.
Well, I went online and looked at camp meetings and found this music I brought for you, so you can take it to the choir.
You can practice, Nancy.
Majesty. Well, we know a Majesty, but I bet this
I don't think it's the same one.
No, I don't believe it is either.
I even know that song.
Yeah, no, we don't know this one. But anyway, oh my gosh. And this is exciting, and I'm so glad you came today to talk to us.
And if you feel like it, come in costume.
Dress up, right.
Yeah, this is I think I may have said, a sunbonnet that Ruth Hale made they sell them at the museum.
Right.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. Marvelous lady Ruth is. And so it's at 4 o'clock at Johnson Woods Sunday night, and the public is invited.
Oh, yes.
And come and see what's going on. We start at 4 and
end at 6:30.
And the Methodists are good about eating. We eat at every meeting.
So do we.
Yeah, well, that's good. You got that from the Methodists too, didn't you?
We took that too.
Okay.
Theology and food.
That's right.
That's exactly right. We feed the body and the soul.
Meet and eat.
Meet and eat. That's us.
And
folks, thank you all. And we appreciate you coming on. We're going to take another quick little break here. Anne Marie Brewer to talk about Healthy Woman will be on. So thank you so much for getting up early and coming on with us. And
You're
we
welcome.
really appreciate it.
It was a challenge.
I know it is. I know.
It's early.
It is early.
It is early.
It is. We talk about that. When we come back, folks, we'll show you the weather, which is probably the same thing that it's been for the last month, hot. But we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
We could just say ditto.
Ditto. We can. We can say ditto.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
How would you like to look better and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Pain Management, located at 2020 Keith Street Northwest, Suite C in Cleveland. Dr. Dennis Ford is board certified with the American Board of Anti-Aging, the American Board of Pain Management, the American Board of Anesthesiology, and the American Board of Family Physicians. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. Dr. Ford is a licensed physician offering affordable Botox injections for just $10 per unit. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. Botox can also be used on the lower face to treat the muscles that cause tiny lines around the mouth and neck. Botox Cosmetic works by relaxing the facial muscles, creating a smoother, more refreshed appearance that's safe and now affordable. So to look and feel your best, visit the Ford Center for Pain Management at 2020 Keith Street Northwest or call for an appointment, 614-0535. The Ford Center for Pain Management.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'll borrow Coleman Falls.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
We are back, and right now we'd like to show you all the weather because we're live, and
we can do
need
that.
to show you, and we can. Oh my goodness, we have a chance of rain today. Yay, raw.
And tomorrow, a chance of rain.
And tomorrow, and Saturday,
and
we're
Sunday.
93, 91, and 90.
It's just a chance, though. Chances are.
Chance.
Are you old enough to remember that song?
Gosh, I'm doing that all morning.
We got an inch of rain at my house day before yesterday. Just one little storm.
Did you?
Yes,
So
we
proud.
did, an inch of rain. And we are now back. So there was your weather.
We missed that storm.
And it
the
got us over
Brooks
on the water. It did, over on the river.
I
And
understand there's lots of traffic on the river this morning.
there was traffic. Ann McCoyne lives just right across the slough from me. And we had a lot of traffic coming in this morning. I usually can get up and leave the house at
Right.
5:45 and not see a soul. And I bet I met 15 cars on Eureka Road.
Well, how about that?
That's unbelievable. And they were all going,
We live in a beautiful part of the
toward
world.
Walker Valley. I bet that's
That's it.
people, yes, okay.
Registration.
We are back with Anne Marie Brewer, a dear friend of mine, and she wears several hats. But today the hat she's going to wear is
lovely hat.
a
I
forgot
healthy
my
woman.
hat.
And she has on her pink for healthy woman.
That's right.
And I'm so proud of you for doing that. I didn't.
No, because you never will.
I don't wear pink. But tell us, first of all, tell us what Healthy Woman is.
Healthy Woman is a resource through Skyridge Medical Center. I've been on here before talking about it because it's so exciting.
It is.
It's been a program that we have been, it has been at the hospital for 5 years, and it really promotes a healthy mind, body, and spirit.
It's wonderful.
Healthy mind, body, and spirit.
That's me.
Mind,
yeah.
body, and spirit. There you go.
But I'm between two healthy women.
That's exactly right.
It's a wonderful place to be.
It
Yes,
is.
it is.
It is.
Fantastic.
Two great bookends here.
That's exactly
That's it.
right.
And we have monthly meetings, and usually it's something to do with healthcare, since we're a healthcare-related field. And promoting the healthy mind, body, and spirit, we might do fun things too, because you got to have fun to be
Yes.
healthy.
Laughter's a good medicine.
Yes, and we do a lot of that.
We do.
Definitely
We
do.
really do. Ace Hardware is one of our
Yep.
standard programs every
Right.
year. We either paint a wall, or we plant a flower, or we plumb a toilet.
Yeah.
Maybe they could fix your microphone.
They might be able to. I'm going to call Randall as soon as I leave
That's a
here and
great
say,
project.
we need this fixed. But so that's kind of the things we do. I mean, we have doctors that come to talk to
Right.
us about different healthy things and ways to stay healthy. We actually had a female cardiologist
It was
come
great.
talk to us, and she was wonderful.
Yeah, Dr. Lisa Humphreys. She was
So,
great.
a lot of really
Politicians,
good
you ever have
programs.
politicians
We
come
don't allow politicians.
back? Unbelievable.
I'm so sorry.
Because it does affect people's heart rate.
Promoting a
Yes, it
healthy
does.
mind, body, and
When we
spirit.
walk in, it does affect people's heart rate.
We might think
Yes.
about that in the
Well,
future.
You know,
never
it's- that is true. And right now, everyone's nerves are a little on edge with the national situation.
Very true.
So we probably need to talk about that a
Makes
little
you want to
bit.
run
then.
for office and fix stuff in Washington. doesn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely it does, but not right now.
No.
Okay.
I
want it
agree.
fixed. All right, so we have a big event coming up.
Yes, we do. We have our 5th anniversary, and it's September 8th, and we're already planning it.
Yes,
we're excited. The Healthy Woman, you might not know this, Kevin, but Healthy Woman has over 2,500 members.
That's fantastic.
So we're really proud of that. Now, if they all came to one of our meetings, we'd be in trouble because we don't have a facility to actually host them. But because we've grown, this year we're holding our event at First Baptist Church.
That's great.
Which is a great facility. It's
think
doing a lot of hosting.
They can seat that many people.
1,400.
Great.
They can seat 1,400. But like I said, not everybody comes, so
I understand.
We're in good shape. So it's September 8th. It is along with the speaker in the evening, which is our usual program, Thursday evenings. We're going to have a women's expo from 4:30 to 6:30. We have about 40 to 50 vendors, local vendors relating to women healthcare, and heavy hors d'oeuvres while we're there. And then at 7 o'clock we have a speaker every year. And this year we have LaDonna Gatlin, who is the sister of the Gatlin brothers.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, she will not be singing the whole time. Even though she does, she is a very inspirational speaker. She's written for Chicken for the Soul and Chicken Soup for the Soul, and we're really looking forward to it.
That's great. As her age, can my daughter and my wife
Yeah,
both come?
well, you know, at Skyridge we allow every female to come.
If
That's
you're
the way we look
healthy
at it.
and you're a woman,
You don't even have to be healthy.
No, you don't have to be
healthy.
I like it.
No, we're promoting health.
it's wonderful.
But it's
without your health,
19 and above.
what do
19
you
and
have
above.
without your health?
Well, I guess you're right. And laughter.
Exactly right.
And laughter.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But the exciting thing about the Healthy Woman, we have the annual event is so much fun, and we do door prizes. And Anne-Marie and I have talked about the fact that we think that's the main reason people come.
I understand.
right.
Is for the door prizes, because they get all excited. So I will put a plug in right now. If any of you businesses, first of all, would like to have a booth,
That's great. Yes, thank you.
please call Anne-Marie at
559-6904.
6904, 559-6904.
That's for the expo.
That's for the expo.
expo.
You can have a booth.
Yeah.
And also, if you do a booth, we ask that you do a door prize.
Yes.
But you can also just call Anne-Marie and donate a door prize. I know Anne-Marie is going by to pick up the tabletop grill that
Yes.
Cleveland Utilities is donating for us.
Isn't that
And
wonderful?
they do great. They do
wonderful.
really.
we have great door prizes. We have door prizes every month at our meeting.
Yes,
and we
we
think
do.
that's why they come also.
That's right.
But these are really nice door prizes.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And usually large baskets that people. So if you'd like to donate, it's a great PR for
Yes.
your business.
Truly,
Yes.
truly.
I mean, you know, your name is mentioned several times.
In front of
and
1,400 people.
There you go. And so it's really, really great. And the food, First Baptist is doing our
They're
food.
doing our food this
Wonderful.
year.
Yeah.
They have wonderful meals. As
From
you-
your mouth to
As you
God's
can
ears, I
see.
hope 1,400 come this year.
Well,
That would
let's
be
hope.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Gina Cavett is on staff at First Baptist to handle
Right.
things like that. And we're just so glad to have that facility at First
It's a
Baptist.
great
And the
facility.
fact that they're opening it up to the public.
Yes. So you can call
tickets.
me for the vendors. I mean, the vendors can call up until probably next week because there's a lot of planning prior to the event. And we have partnerships available where you could be on our website for a full year and it links you to your website. So there's a lot of opportunities. But anyone can come. To become a Healthy Woman member, all you have to do is go online to skyridgemedicalcenter.net and sign up for Healthy Woman. It's free.
That's
The
amazing.
only time we charge is at this yearly event because it is a speaker, it's hors d'oeuvres, and the expo.
Cover the cost of the meal.
Yes. So the tickets are $15, which is a reasonable price for it's about a 4-hour event, really.
Yes.
And tickets are available at Skyridge at the cashier's desk at the main campus, at the Skyridge Outpatient Center at the Y, at the Red Ribbon.
Yes,
Nancy
I
has
have
some
tickets
tickets
available.
too, and at the Cleveland Chamber of Commerce. And you have to have a ticket to get in, admission to the expo and the food and the speaker.
And the neat thing about this annual event is the fact that you see people you may
That's
not
right.
have seen since last year, and you can catch up on everything that's going on in the community, and it's a wonderful event.
Yeah, it's really a
Great.
fun
And promotes health.
It does promote health.
It's exactly
it
what
does.
we need.
It does.
Yeah, and like you said, laughter, because every year our speaker, we have to top our speaker every year. We have a council member, and Nancy is actually a member of the council that I have. There's about 12 women in our community that help us plan the monthly events and the yearly event. And we always try and get a speaker who's going to make us laugh.
That's great.
And every year we've done real well.
We have.
And we think, how are we going to top that? And we have. So we're looking forward to LaDonna coming.
And we hope we've done as well this year.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sometimes we just go out on a wing and a prayer on this, and but we're excited about her. And the council's a very diverse group of ladies, so that you get all aspects. I mean, it's not just down one road. We try to veer out and do a lot of different things. So.
And I listen to them. I don't decide everything. I'll
Yes,
have
I
them
think you
decide.
serve on every council downtown.
No.
wonderful.
Well, thank you. I
She's
only serve
stepping
on the
back a
ones I
little.
want to. The ones I don't want to, I don't serve
You
on.
will do that when you get older.
Yes, yes.
You're not old. You're healthy.
I am healthy.
You can be old and healthy.
Yes, I
That's
am. I am healthy, and age is just a frame of mind.
That's right.
So
That's right.
there we go. But I'm excited about this year's event. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We always do look forward to it.
We even meet to talk about decorations. I mean, but the thing about this group is we just love meeting.
I understand.
So we meet and discuss a lot of things and watch Anne-Marie get all bent out of shape because there's not enough time
On
left.
TV,
and
she's telling everyone.
I do, but she gets all bent, and then we all
That's just my nature, and then it all just happens.
It does.
It all just happens.
It happens, and we all laugh at her at the meetings when she gets all bent.
They
and
actually
she-
yell at me, but that's
and
a
then,
different
and
story.
then she tries to act like it's really important that, that's why she's all bent, but we don't pay any attention to it. America Stum is one of the girls on the...
Lee University.
Lee University's
Yeah.
represented on there. Sherry Fry from the Chamber.
America Stum.
America
Yeah.
Stum. Mhm.
She's
America's
wonderful.
She's actually the one who really keeps me in line more than anybody,
I
which is
understand.
kind of funny because
does.
that's not America at all.
No.
That actually
Out of the
makes me
group.
laugh just to hear you say that. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about that.
She's literally told me to get back.
Yes.
She works with my wife, my healthy woman.
Right.
And,
Yes.
At Lee University.
At Lee, and
So
does a great job.
And
right
your
there.
wife is a member of Healthy
That's
Women.
wonderful.
Yes, yes.
She
So I'm going
does.
to remind her, September 8th
September 8th,
at First Baptist.
First Baptist Church, 4:30 to 5:30. I'm sure America's telling her.
Yes.
But we do have a diverse group. We have business women. We have people associated with the healthcare industry. Dr. Hunter is also on our council.
That's great.
She's OBGYN.
Kay Smith from
Yeah.
UT Extension, Eloise
Yeah,
Waters from the
Eloise.
Health Department. So
She's going to make me remember everybody now.
no, I'm trying to. And of course, Nancy Griswold is on the
Yeah.
committee, and she's senior circle at
Yeah.
Sky Ridge. So we try to have a very diverse group.
And Nancy Casey.
And me. But we try to have a very diverse group to help plan these things because we don't want everything to just be so, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a great event.
It is.
Sounds
It's a
like a
wonderful
wonderful-
event.
Yeah, and the monthly events are good too. I invite everyone to come to the monthly events. Like I said, you can go on the website and see what events are coming up. All of our resources are there.
And they're at Sky Ridge.
Well,
monthly
no,
No,
they'll
we
be
go out
at
into
different
the
places
community.
because Sky Ridge, I mean, the maximum people we can hold at Sky Ridge Education Center is 70. So we've used our local churches,
Great.
the museum center. Everybody's been great.
Lee University,
Lee University,
Chamber
a lot.
of Commerce. Mhm.
Great.
So-
Wonderful.
So, yeah. So that's another thing you need to go on the website and just see where we're rotating to
And
next
tell
month.
us your website.
SkyRidgeMedicalCenter.net. And while you're there, look up Senior Circle. I'm always having to plug Senior Circle too.
So it's SkyRidgeMedicalCenter.net.
.net. Yep, .net.
All right.
And
And
Healthy
then on-
Woman's great.
Also on the website, I should mention, as a member, you not only get to come to the events, but the website has a lot of health information available. They have videos on cooking. There'll be all types of things on there. So you have access to that if you
That's
don't come to
wonderful.
the meetings.
Right. And it's really, really.
And it's free.
It is free. Free.
There you go. Who says
Free.
that?
And
nothing's
nowadays,
free?
that's a good thing.
That is a real good
Exactly
thing
right.
nowadays.
Yeah.
But
Can
we're
you take your
excited.
blood pressure online
I don't think that'll happen. Mm-mm.
to keep me healthy?
You know, all these things I'm going to work on, though, for the future.
You should. You should.
And I'm sure there'll be a Healthy Man program
I
coming.
hope so. We
And
should
you
start
can-
one.
And I'll put you on that council.
Well, all right.
There you go.
Too bad we can't include Steve Hartline.
No, let's not go there. Don't promote
He's
him
not
in
even
any
awake
way.
right now.
He's
not even awake
That's
right
an
now.
automatic radio station.
No,
at
now
9
I've got to
o'clock.
give him, that guy helps me with everything. He
does.
helps us with all of our programs.
Well,
I have
God
to
bless
say
you
that
for
about
caring.
him. I do.
God
He
bless you.
needs help.
Yes, that is exactly
I
right.
say that a lot, actually.
Let's not talk about Steve.
We are. But we're really excited about this year's Healthy Woman, and so we hope that a lot of ladies will come
Yes.
That's right. Who are watching this
who
morning?
are watching this
If you've
morning.
never been before, come and experience it because people talk
It's
about
great.
it for the rest of the year.
They do. They do. And you don't have to dress up.
No,
You know,
you can come just like I am.
yes, just like I am,
Yeah.
and just have a good time. If you wear pink, then go ahead and wear pink.
Yeah.
I think maybe our colors this year are pink and black and white.
Yep, black and white and pink.
Black
and
and
the
white and
actual, the theme is
Flamingos.
tune up your life. Oh, Lord, I didn't think about that. Flamingos.
Tune
white, and
up.
black.
That's right. There we go. That's a
We're not going to put flamingos.
No, we're not going to do centerpieces.
Tune up
with
your
flamingos.
life.
Yeah,
Tune up your life.
Sponsored by AAA
music.
Because
Oh, tune up, like the music tune.
Tune
We
up.
thought
Yes.
about doing that, actually, but since she sings also, we did Tune Up
Yeah.
Your Life, like piano keys
piano
and
tune.
notes.
Yes, because
Gotcha.
she is one of the Gatlins.
Yeah.
That's right. The singing,
The
famous singing Gatlin brothers.
I actually heard them live in Sweetwater once. The
Wonderful.
3 of them came. Wonderful.
How about that?
That kind of harmony that only
Yeah.
blood can do.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
really, really
God-given
good.
from birth.
That's absolutely
She
right.
actually looks like Sally Jesse Raphael. Well, I put the news release in the paper, and I've gotten a lot of calls.
Oh, really?
Is that Sally Jesse Raphael? I said, no, that's LaDonna Gatlin.
But we are
She-
so
she never
excited
sang
about
with
this
them, though.
event, and we hope that all of you all you ladies, now guys, I'm sorry, but we are discriminating, but all you ladies will come out for this
Yeah.
event.
Yeah, only ladies. Now, in the monthly meetings, some men have kind of
Some of the
snuck
men
in when they
do
want
sneak in.
to see what, a particular topic, and we
Right.
let them come in. So it's exciting. I mean, I look forward to this every
Thanks for
year
letting
because we
us
have a
in.
great time.
Every now and then.
Every now and then. We are particular, though.
Yes, right. We make them
but I
sit in the back of the
understand
room.
that.
But that's
Ladies'
okay.
night, I understand that.
Yes. But here again, the date.
September 8th, 4:30 to 6:30, is the expo. And then at 7 o'clock, we give a half hour for the vendors to put their things up. And then 7 o'clock is the speaker.
All of it at First Baptist.
All of it at first.
Expo, meal, speaker.
Parking, we're so happy about
Yes,
the parking,
yes. Door
Yes.
prizes, everything. And I will say that the expo, folks, is very, very interesting and informative. And people really go the extra mile to pretty up and make things. There's no telling what Joyce Everett at Surgical.
Oh, yes.
They will be there.
They've already called me. They were thinking of a dunking booth, but have decided not to do that. I didn't quite see how that went up with Tune Up Your Life,
You
but
should do karaoke, tune up your life.
don't give her that suggestion.
That's it. But they get all excited.
Yeah,
It
good
gets
idea.
very competitive about whose booth really looks. You need to come. And I'm just getting this voice from the hills saying we need to take a commercial break.
Before the
Anne-Marie,
paperclip breaks.
thank you
Well,
so much. The
thank
other
you,
paper
Anne-Marie.
clip
I
is
appreciate
just
coming
hanging on.
anytime.
For a long time, my friend.
Long time.
and,
I think longer than I've known Nancy.
Oh my gosh!
actually.
And you've known me for 100 years.
Well, 101 with him, I
Okay,
guess.
I guess. Folks, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back, but don't forget Healthy Woman.
Thank
If
you
you
for
have any
coming.
questions, call Sky Ridge and ask for Anne-Marie, and she'll tell you everything you
will.
need to know.
Well, come on down.
Yes, and we'll be right back.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
How would you like to look better and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Pain Management, located at 2020 Keith Street Northwest, Suite C in Cleveland. Dr. Dennis Ford is board certified with the American Board of Anti-Aging, the American Board of Pain Management, the American Board of Anesthesiology, and the American Board of Family Physicians. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. Dr. Ford is a licensed physician offering affordable Botox injections for just $10 per unit. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. Botox can also be used on the lower face to treat the muscles that cause tiny lines around the mouth and neck. Botox Cosmetic works by relaxing the facial muscles, creating a smoother, more refreshed appearance that's safe and now affordable. So to look and feel your best, visit the Ford Center for Pain Management at 2020 Keith Street Northwest or call for an appointment, 614-0535. The Ford Center for Pain Management.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Volunteer Ridipest LLC has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Their qualified, experienced technicians are trained in all the latest techniques to keep your home pest-free. Volunteer Ridipest LLC offers Mosquito Guard, which keeps mosquitoes out of your yard and out of your life. Their monthly and quarterly treatments are backed by their 100% money-back guarantee. For all your pest removal needs, call Volunteer Ridipest LLC today at 423-472-7736.
The hills are alive this morning.
They are. The hills are alive. And the voice there just now said we were back with live TV. And we welcome Byron Winters from Landmark Insurance and Financial.
I think you did it on purpose. Do you think she did that on purpose?
That she
And brokerage.
And brokerage.
I just checked to be sure Byron's listening to me because
I'm going to revise
they
my
have
script.
they have this way of not listening to me sometimes. But actually, your script just says Landmark.
Oh.
Byron brings me a script every week, like he thinks
Just in
that I
case.
don't. That's right, just in case. So
But tell them the irony of that script.
the irony of this script is that it says, "Well, Dan, we've been talking about homeowners."
And Dan's not here. The whole script, all 8 pages say Dan.
And all you had to do was change the D to an N and say, "Well, Nan, we've been." But no. We
Can I call you Nan?
All right, huh? You
Call me
can.
Nan
You
from now
can.
on.
I've never heard anybody call
They
you.
don't. No, they don't. But I said
But
you
you
can
look
just,
lovely this morning.
Well,
Nancy.
thank you. I'm so. All right, where is Landmark located?
Oh, I know this.
Yes.
Across from the YMCA in the building formerly known as the old Coppinger Building.
Now, we would like to tell you all why Kevin knows this. Last week, Byron was on and
right.
talked to us about homeowners insurance and liability.
I did.
And whether or not we each carried enough liability insurance. So, Kevin, being the good listener that he was, did the following.
I was so moved, and it prompted me to call my own insurance carrier, which unfortunately is not Landmark. I apologize, Byron.
But you acknowledge it should be.
And I called and said I was forced to listen because I was sitting next to him on live television. And he told me about coverages, and we were able to discuss my coverages and should they be raised. And it was a very informative conversation. And I was reminded that we should all do that. We should have an annual insurance and premium checkup.
Review.
Or review. Well, the healthy woman was just here.
Yeah, we just
We're
did
talking about
health.
checkups.
So we did checkups.
And
So sorry,
tune-ups.
review.
It's a segue.
We can change the name.
We're
It
trying
is,
to,
but yeah, we're segueing.
We'll call it
like
checkup
Landmark
now.
and Financial. We'll just
Yeah.
call it whatever we want.
That's right. We'll just call it Landmark.
So-
So,
to our
Your
friends
show,
at
you
Landmark.
call it whatever you want.
so this is, we talked about this briefly once before. Just because I have homeowners insurance, it covers what it needs to cover up to a certain amount. But what if I have, and I do, I have a few, and we talked about that. I have an antique pump organ. I have a few other things that maybe are worth a little bit more than, so how do I handle that?
Nancy, it's interesting you asked that question because I was wanting to talk about that today.
I am so glad because I haven't gotten that far in the script. Is that where we are? Okay.
Amazing.
Well, I can't read as fast as I can talk, so
And it says Dan anyway.
It does,
So why would
so-
you want to read it?
I don't really. But honestly, I mean, we've lost it, folks. This is live TV. Okay, Byron, can you straighten up long enough to answer my question?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
How much are pump organs really worth?
This is an antique, portable.
Is this Antiques Roadshow?
It-
What
no.
show are we on?
No, we are.
I'm waiting for the
Tennessee
appraiser
Valley
to
this
come
morning.
around.
Right. But, I mean, I do
American
have
Pickers.
several.
This is American Pickers.
That's right. But I do not have jewelry because I'm not a jewelry person. And I don't, my TV is, if it breaks this year, I'll go buy a new one. I don't have anything like that. I do have some original art in my house.
It's wonderful.
Which I should.
And very well framed, I would
It is.
Is it
imagine.
worth
But-
anything though?
But see, yes, it is. Some of it is. But how do you handle this situation?
your personal property is covered under contents or personal property on your homeowner's policy. There's a limit there. I think a lot of folks think that if their stuff fits within that limit, all of it, no matter what they have, then they're covered and they're fine, and that's not accurate. Every carrier has individual limits on various types of goods: jewelry, cash, bonds or stocks if you keep those in the home. I don't know why you would, but if you do. Antiques, paintings, or artwork, and also other things.
Okay, now I've been told that you should video or photograph.
I've heard that.
Is that right?
Take an inventory.
That help? Or
video is probably the easiest thing with cell phones these days. I mean, you can video things, taking pictures.
I can barely call on my cell phone. So, but anyway.
Video will do audio and video if you know that, Kathy.
Okay.
Kathy, I call her Kathy.
It's Nancy Kaysen.
Kathy, I was going to see Kathy today, but
call me
Kathy's not
Nancy.
working in my office.
We're going to get you a script with people's names on it.
Nancy.
That's right.
But in the event, in the unfortunate event, as my family, and you have a break-in or you have a loss, what you think about at that time, if I had just taken pictures of every piece of everything in our home that was stolen, and how easy it would have been, truly, as a personal experience, I would say, walk around your house with your cell phone, video, take some pictures. If it's important to you, if it's something that's precious to you, document it, photograph it. You just never know.
With video, you can do narration. You can tell people where it came from. You can tell them
Much
roughly
like live
what it
television.
costs.
Brief history, yeah.
Much like live television.
Right, like live television.
No laughter in your home inventory.
No,
Video though, no laughter.
I'm known in the family as the keeper of the antiques. I have things that have been handed down from my grandmother to my, well, actually from my great grandfather on down,
goodness.
and I'm the keeper of it, and I know who I'm supposed to pass it on to, and they know they're going to get it one of these days. And so, but this is a piece that was pulled out of a home during the Civil War, and it was on fire, and you know there's char marks on it. It is totally irreplaceable, and I don't know, it's never been appraised, and so I just have to let it ride with my insurance?
No, here's what you do. If you have special goods, belongings, personal items that mean a lot to you, and you don't feel like the coverage allotted in the policy would cover that specific item, you can itemize various goods. And itemizing is simply telling your agent what you have, give a brief description, and then a value. And if the value is more than X dollars, different carriers, that X is a kind of a moving target, they'll want an appraisal of some sort. And so you can get an appraisal, and then they'll insure it for whatever the appraisal says. Now your premium is going to increase when you start itemizing things because you're getting more coverage. So if it's worth it to you, tell your agent about it. And if the dollar value is concerning to them, they'll tell you to get an appraisal.
And Nancy, you know, there's plenty of antique stores and appraisers, I think, in Cleveland and Bradley County.
I think there probably
and
are.
I would get that piece appraised.
I actually sent a photo in to Antique Roadshow when it was in Chattanooga.
Sure.
And because they said large pieces of furniture they would pick up and take down there. But evidently they thought Georgetown was out of the realm of, you know.
And it's not.
And it's not.
It's right next door.
It is. It's just right there. So
across the slough, as you said earlier.
That's it. It's across the slough. But
we don't say that in my neighborhood.
no, you don't have a slough in your neighborhood.
As a matter of fact, I've never
You have a
heard
slew of people, but you do not have the water. No. But okay, so guns. Now I know my husband used to hunt. Now he hunts with a camera, but we used to have a large selection of guns. We do not. For anybody that's interested in coming to my house, we no longer have those guns at my house. But if
well, he sleeps with the gun though, so if you come to his house
he
after
does.
hours, you may not walk away, but there's not a slew of guns.
But no, but the people, we have friends that are hunters, and they have the expensive bows and the expensive rifles and shotguns and flint loaders and all of that. So those can be itemized?
They can be itemized, and if they don't need to be itemized if it's just a handful and it's less than $1,500 or $2,500, and your carrier, your insurance agent can tell you what the value, limit is. We can discuss this later, Nancy, about your policy.
Okay.
But they should itemize things if they feel like it may be more than the policy would allot for. Their agent tells them so.
Right. It's always great to have Byron on. Landmark is one of our sponsors, And I'm so glad Byron's coming. Wes, it's not that I don't love you, but when I found out that Thursday was Landmarks Day, I actually told Wes, you need to give me a script if you're going to come talk about financials, because the only thing I know about financials, and these boys have it covered, is do not buy high and sell low.
Right.
Okay, I know that.
If they could just get the name on the script right.
That's right, Dan. But I'm so glad that Byron's, not Wes, like I said, not that I don't love you, but I'm so glad Byron's coming out talking about insurance, because I am a lot more comfortable.
And what a great way to end. Thursday is a landmark day.
Thursday is a landmark day, and it's always great to have Byron on. And you were one of the guys that was included last week when I was fussed upon by having all gentlemen on the show.
Although our host, she is a healthy woman.
She was fussed at.
I was fussed at. They said,
Not
you
by me.
realize that it was an all-male Y chromosome the entire day.
It's okay.
And I said, that's okay. It was a good show.
We had a good time.
And we are really glad that y'all were with us this morning. Kevin will be gone for 2 weeks, and then I hope when he comes back, we can get him back on.
Thank you.
He's a wonderful co-host. I really enjoy him because he talks as much as I do.
It's like Regis and Kelly.
That's exactly right, except I'm 10 sizes bigger than Kelly. But anyway, and Byron, it's always great to see you on Thursdays.
Great to be back.
And then you see him on commercials every day at this show, because Landmark is one of our sponsors. And we appreciate y'all doing that. So, folks, this has been a great day. I thank Kevin again.
And I thank Cleveland State for turning on the air conditioning at 7:29.
That's exactly
1 minute
right.
before we go off the air.
1 minute, because everybody has been complaining. But now, see, these guys have on suits and ties, not me. Okay? So, but anyway, it's so good to have y'all with us today. And I think Dan will be back tomorrow.
Really?
I think so. So I'll leave the script so he can see that his name is on it. But thank you all so much for tuning in today, and have a great day. Try to stay cool. Check on your pets and your neighbors to be sure that everybody is surviving through this heat. And we will be back, or I will be back next Thursday.
Make it a great day.
And Byron will be back next Thursday. So have a great day today, folks. Thank you all so much for being with us.